Picture this. On a deep night, you gaze at the starry sky. Thousands of twinkling points seem serene and peaceful. But what if something completely different lurks behind this cosmic silence? What if right now, billions of light years away from us, epic battles are unfolding between civilizations whose existence we don't even suspect? Today we'll dive into the captivating world of hypothetical intergalactic conflicts and try to understand, can alien races truly wage wars against each other, and if so, what would drive such conflicts? Let's begin with a paradox that has troubled scientists for over 70 years. In 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi posed a simple yet piercing question. Where is everybody? He meant extraterrestrial civilizations. Mathematically, the probability of their existence seems enormous, yet we neither see nor hear them. According to astronomer Frank Drake's equation, formulated in 1961, thousands or even millions of intelligent civilizations should exist in our galaxy. The Milky Way contains about 400 billion stars, many of which have planetary systems. Even if only 1 in a million stellar systems spawned intelligent life, this would mean hundreds of thousands of civilizations in our galaxy alone. But why then do we hear nothing from space? One of the most disturbing explanations for this silence is called the Great Filter Hypothesis. According to this theory, there exists some barrier that is virtually impossible for most civilizations to overcome. And one such filter might be interstellar wars. If we assume that advanced civilizations truly exist, it's logical to ask, what would they fight over? Human history shows that conflicts arise from resources, territories, ideological disagreements, or simple fear of the other. On a cosmic scale, motives for conflict could be even more fundamental. Imagine a civilization that has exhausted the resources of its planetary system. Stellar energy, rare elements, habitable planets, all of these could become objects of interstellar expansion and, consequently, sources of conflict. Particularly valuable resources on a galactic scale would be stars of certain types. G-class stars, like our Sun, comprise only 7% of all stars in the galaxy, but they provide stable radiation for billions of years. A civilization that has mastered interstellar travel might consider such stellar systems strategically important assets. Not all hypothetical alien civilizations exist at the same level of development. Astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev in 1964 proposed a classification of civilizations based on their energy consumption. A Type 1 civilization uses all the energy of its planet, approximately 10 to the 16th power watts. Humanity currently stands at about 0.7 on this scale. A Type 2 civilization harnesses the energy of an entire star, building gigantic structures around it, Dyson spheres. Their energy consumption reaches 10 to the 26th power watts. A Type 3 civilization controls the energy of an entire galaxy, about 10 to the 36th power watts. Conflict between civilizations of different types would be extremely asymmetric. A Type 2 civilization could destroy a Type 1 civilization without even noticing, much like how construction workers might demolish an anthill without thinking about its inhabitants. In hypothetical interstellar conflicts, strategies could differ radically from terrestrial ones. Distances between stars are measured in light years, making rapid military campaigns in the conventional sense virtually impossible. One of the most effective strategies could be the colonization wave. A civilization launches autonomous replicator probes that reach stellar systems, reproduce using local resources, and send no probes further out. Such a wave could capture an entire galaxy in several million years, an instant by cosmic standards. Another strategy is sterilization. An advanced civilization could eliminate potential competitors in early stages of development, preventing them from reaching cosmic-level capabilities. This would explain the silence of the universe. All loudly speaking civilizations were destroyed, and only those who learned to remain silent survived. The weapons of advanced civilizations might seem like magic to us. relativistic projectiles, objects accelerated to a significant fraction of light speed, would possess destructive power comparable to a large asteroid impact. Moreover, they would be virtually impossible to detect and intercept in advance. Even more exotic weapons could be black holes as projectiles. A type to civilization could theoretically create artificial black holes and direct them at enemy systems. Such a bomb would destroy not only planets, but the star itself. Nanotechnological weapons could operate more subtly, but no less effectively. Self-replicating nanomachines could secretly infiltrate planetary ecosystems and slowly, but inevitably destroy them from within. Science fiction writer Liu Cixin in his famous trilogy proposed the concept of the dark forest. According to this idea, the galaxy is like a dark forest full of hunters. Each civilization is a hunter, creeping through the darkness. It knows that other hunters are somewhere nearby, but doesn't know their intentions. In such a situation, discovering another civilization becomes mortally dangerous. Even if it seems peaceful, there's no guarantee it will always remain so. The only logical strategy is to eliminate a potential competitor at the first opportunity, before it becomes a threat. This theory explains the silence of space. All intelligent civilizations have learned to hide their existence because the loud civilizations were destroyed. However, not all interactions between civilizations need necessarily be hostile. Perhaps in the depths of space, complex diplomatic relationships exist between various races. Civilizations with similar resource needs might compete, while radically different life forms could find grounds for cooperation. For example, silicon-based life preferring cold worlds and carbon-based life needing warm planets could peacefully share a single star system. More complex alliances are also possible. Young civilizations might unite against ancient empires, while technologically advanced races might patronize less developed ones in exchange for certain services or resources. If interstellar wars truly occur, could we detect their traces? Theoretically, yes. Large-scale space battles would leave characteristic signatures in radiation. Destruction of stellar systems by relativistic weapons would create powerful gamma-ray bursts. Admittedly, we already observe such phenomena in the universe, but we explain them by natural causes, collapse of massive stars or collisions of neutron stars. Artificial structures around stars, Dyson spheres or their fragments would create anomalous radiation spectra. Several candidates for such objects have already been discovered, including the famous Tabby's star, whose brightness changes in a completely unusual manner. How might an advanced civilization defend against interstellar threats? One strategy is distribution. Instead of concentrating in one stellar system, a civilization could scatter itself across multiple worlds, making complete annihilation virtually impossible. Another approach is camouflage. A civilization could hide signs of its existence, mimicking natural astronomical phenomena or using technologies that don't create detectable signals. Some civilizations might retreat into virtuality, transferring their consciousness into computer systems and minimizing energy and resource consumption. Such civilizations would be virtually invisible to external observers. The constant threat of interstellar conflicts could radically influence the evolution of intelligent species. Only those civilizations that developed effective strategies of concealment, defense, or aggression would survive. This could lead to the emergence of two main types of civilizations: wolves, aggressive expansionists, and rabbits, secretive survivors. Wolves actively hunt and expand their territory, while rabbits hide and avoid detection. Perhaps humanity belongs to the rabbits. We instinctively fear sending signals into space and actively search for extraterrestrial life, but try to remain unnoticed ourselves. Returning to the beginning of our journey through the dark corners of cosmic imagination, we see that the silence of the universe might be not emptiness, but a warning. Each star in the night sky could tell the story of civilizations that once flourished, fought, and perhaps vanished in the whirlwind of intergalactic conflicts. We don't know if somewhere out there, In the depths of space, wars are being waged between races we can only dream of, but the very possibility of their existence forces us to view our place in the universe anew. Perhaps the silence of space is not the absence of life, but its greatest wisdom. As we take our first steps toward the stars, it's worth remembering, space might prove to be not an empty expanse for exploration, but an arena of ancient conflicts, where the price of error is the existence of an entire civilization.